It's Steve from my Shady Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one.
You can find me on a skyline, stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye, I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight. Smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm to make it the ace, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb, screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great. Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one, want me one. Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, follow if you want me one.
Whipping the shit, my car extraterrestrial. Drop me a hit in a Turnable festival. My chick, she bad and confused, she bisexual. Stars in the ray, got it looking celestial. Feel like a stallion, she ride like a question. My vibe is black, it's with Arab and Mexican. Invest in the future, make me in for Amazon. RIP, Neil Bobby burning on marathon. Don't need a bed, but I hit her like Barabon. My pocket straight, so I don't need a title pun. Grow my own veggie, my yard is like Callaway. Breaking down size, I don't sell a 10 pounds per day. Recipes to all my niggas who passed away.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How are we doing this morning? We're back here from our Cyraxx nonsense. So Cyraxx got a little handheld cheap gaming console with, 5,000 games for 20 bucks from the gas station from Sally. So he would shut up about his sister. So he deleted the 2 videos about his sister and made a little video while playing his stupid game, talking about how he doesn't care about his sister for the 3rd video in a row. So we're gonna watch it, as always, guys. As always, let me put up the Cyraxx, and let me put up the Fly, and let's check out Cyraxx coping hard about his sister while he plays with his little new toy. That's how he got him to shut up.
Oh shit, what up, y'all?
Oh shit, what up, y'all? Like, I didn't see you all come in. Yeah, I was just playing my game. Oh, I didn't see you all come in. As he starts his stream and tries to pretend to be nonchalant after he was raging out all day yesterday because his sister wanted to call APS on him. He's a ridiculous person.
So, as I'm sitting here playing games on my device here, yeah, as I'm playing games on this thing right here.
Yes, he has to show everybody that he's got a cool new toy that his mommy bought him to get him to shut up. And now he's back to being a professional gamer with the cheapest Chinese junk you can fucking buy.
As you see, handheld game system with over 9,000 games. But as I'm sitting here playing games earlier, I was sitting down thinking about it. Y'all probably wonder, well, dude, why'd you remove the videos about your older sister? Well, one, she and my older sister no more. I disowned her permanently after tonight.
Yeah, you disowned her, just like you tried to do like a year and a half ago, when she talked to Death by Design. And you keep trying to do, which doesn't work because no one really gives a shit whether Cyraxx disowns them because you don't run that family.
But, I was sitting down playing some Gran Turismo 1 and chilling. And, I really thought about it. I did,
When did Gran Turismo 1 come out? Hold on, when did Gran Turismo 1 come out? Hold on. Gran Turismo... Gaming series, whatever, Gran Turismo. Oh, god damn it, give me the Wikipedia. The film, I don't care about the film. Okay, whatever. Looks like it was from the late 90s, maybe. So he's got like a 20 to 30-year-old video game he's playing. 1998, there you go, thank you. So he's playing like a 30-year-old video game on a cheap Chinese emulation box, pretending to be cool. He's definitely going to get back into the drift scene with this.
I actually thought about, what I did earlier. And yeah, I got rid of the videos, and there's a reason. Because I sat down and thought about everything. And honestly, Dylan, I really did think about it, and I was going to go after you.
Yeah, wonderful. Bye from I'm Not a Cat from Exclusive. Cyraxx acts up, then Sally rewards him with a game. No wonder this trash goblin thinks he can do whatever he wants. He faces no consequences. Yeah, exactly. He throws a giant tantrum after throwing another tantrum, just causing chaos and making everyone in that house miserable. And what happens? He gets a new toy. He'll never learn.
I was going to completely screw your world up like you tried to screw mine up. I was going to do it. I was actually going to release a diss track on you and, completely obliterate you and show you the dumbass that you're being. But you know what? I sat down and thought about it. Why do it myself when I can let karma do my job for me?
Yeah, it's a good question. Someone will convince him that all he has to do is, install something to, play current games on this cheap piece of junk, and I'll try it and probably break it too. And then cry to Sally and ask for a new one.
Why do the job when I can straight out let karma do my job for me and just completely destroy you, itself?
He's such a child, he can't even put down his stupid little toy to make his stupid stream about nothing. I mean, it's one of two things. Either he thinks he's being super cool by being distracted by the video game because it's so important that he can't focus on the stream, or he's actually like that. Either one is lame as fuck.
And if y'all don't believe me about the whole thing...
I'm sorry, we have 2 from Hostile Hooves. I don't pity Sally or Ed. They made it. They can keep it. Yeah, exactly.
Gran Turismo. There you go. But it's funny. You sit there and you run your mouth and bark your mouth. But you know what? Instead of verbally fucking you up in a diss track...
Yeah, those cheap handhelds do not last long, especially if they're kept in, really filthy conditions and not, treated nicely. It's not going to last long. But, he'll just freak out and get Sally to buy him a new toy, as he always does.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let karma take care of you for me. Everybody, karma's not going to do anything. Want to bet?
It's amazing that Cyraxx believes in karma, from both ends. If karma existed, his life would be horrible. And also, if karma existed, the trolls, supposedly, based on his own, words, would face some kind of comeuppance. And neither of those things have happened, but he still believes in his heart that karma exists.
Because, see, you have it in your head that you have your little newfound friends. You're looking for attention. And, you got attention, alright. You definitely did get attention. But not in the way you wanted. See, you got attention in the worst way possible. See, you got attention in the bad way. Because, see, you have it in your head that your newfound friends are good people. But they're really not. See,
you have it in your head that she thinks that these are her friends, and that she's so desperate for friends just like you, that if these people are not her friends to the end, and they're not going to back her up to the end of the world, that she'll be devastated like you would be. And that's not the case, Cyraxx. You're the only one who really thinks that relationships on the internet are like that. She was just telling people what the situation in her home was. One, because they want to know, and probably two, because she wanted to get it off her chest, because she's sick of this shit. She doesn't really care if they're her new friends. You're the only ridiculous human being who thinks that.
You also sat there.
I'm sorry. We have a 5 from Kill Cali. He's on his little game, trying to look cool like John Dupuis from To Catch a Predator. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
And called my mom a liar. My mom doesn't lie, bitch. Like, you have it in your head.
My mom doesn't lie. Cyraxx. Where do you think you learned to lie? So easily, so quickly, so off the cuff. Like it was natural. Do you think you picked that up in a thin fucking air, or your mother taught you how to be a little liar? Just like she is.
And they're like, oh, mom lied. Chance broke his...
Oh, sorry, we have 10 from Frogger. Look, you've made more money in the few minutes you've been live than Cyraxx has made his entire YouTube career. That is true. That is very true, guys.
Chance broke her toe. No, I didn't. She legitimately dropped something on her toe and fucking broke it. And Ed can verify it.
Yeah, because Sally's a liar, willing to lie to the ends of the earth to protect little Cyraxx. Because if she doesn't protect Cyraxx, then Cyraxx goes to jail, and everyone will know that Cyraxx is a monster and she's a failure of a mother. So she lies and lies and lies to protect little old Cyraxx. And Cyraxx sits there and goes, "This is proof that I'm a great person and no one can hate me." Delusion in that family.
So, why you're sitting there talking all this mess is beyond me. Like I said, man. Like, you think that I'm going to pay you any more attention? Nah.
2 from Nephilim. Beautiful day to go fish. Go get some bait. No, it's not a beautiful day. It is a heat dome. It's like 100 degrees outside. I'm staying inside where I have AC, unlike Cyraxx, who's going to be miserable playing his little handheld. Oh shit, we have 5 from Hostile Who's. Cyraxx is jealous that Aunt D has friends and Raxy just jorks it to dudes acting like chicks. Spoiler! He keep monkey slapping anyway because blind Billy. That is true. That is true, guys. That is true. He's got a miserable life and he's pretending he's winning over his aunt who has her own house, her own life, who got out of that house of horrors that Sally leads. And he's pretending he's winning with his stupid little gas station game console.
Cause see, Dale, that's always been your problem. But like I said, Dale, I'm not even getting...
Yeah, well, you know, number one, there's a fan in the ceiling of his room. The attic is probably not, like, you know, very efficient with it, and also they probably don't run it at full blast because of the financial situation there. So I don't imagine he's exactly living in comfort in this heat dome.
Give you the time of day. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction because I know that's what you're looking for. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you just ain't gonna get it.
Yeah, I'm not going to give you any attention on his 3rd video about her in one day. These were all yesterday. I know I'm showing it today, but all these videos about her were all in one day yesterday. And he's going to sit here like he tells the trolls all the time. I'm not going to give you attention. 2 from Operator Real W. He's jealous that she has a setup to play games. He absolutely is, because she's an adult and she could buy one and he can't.
But that's the thing with you, Dalen. See, you've always been jealous of me. You've always been jealous of what I've been able to do. You've always been an attention seeker.
Says the man who cannot stop making videos trying to get attention online, who has no talent, who has no ability to leave his grandmommy's attic and do anything with his life, telling the aunt/sister got the hell out of there, made a life for herself, has her own house, has her own life, that she is jealous of Cyraxx's raw talent as he fumbles around with a cheap handheld his mommy bought him so he would stop having a tantrum meltdown over his aunt. Ridiculous.
Which honestly I find pretty childish. I mean, you've always been that person to be like, oh, he's a child, give me attention. Dale, just because you have your own place, your own house, and this and that doesn't make you an adult.
Cyraxx, how are you going to talk down to someone when you were sitting here yesterday screaming about how I'm a musician, I deserve respect, when you do nothing from your grandmother's attic but pretend to be successful, pretend to be an adult, pretend to be anything other than a delusional little boy. You just had a meltdown at your sister and your grandma had to go buy you a new toy, literally a toy made for children, to shut you up and stop you melting down. And then you sit here and you want to talk down to your aunt who's successful and has her own life in her own house and go, well, just because you have a house doesn't make you an adult. Cyraxx, nothing about you, absolutely nothing about you makes you an adult, and nothing about you will ever make you an adult until you stop being like all of this.
You act like a fucking child half the time. I mean, do you get paid by IMV?
You act like a child half the time as he can't even focus on his own goddamn stream because he's playing with a new toy that his grandma bought him so he would stop having a temper tantrum. What a ridiculous human being. What a ridiculous human being this person is.
You with your little fucking bullshit? No. Like, do you get paid to do what you do? No.
Do you get paid to do what you do? No. That's the whole crux of all your whys, is that you haven't made a cent to do any of the shit that you do. But of course he's gonna go back to that stupid Twitch shit and go, oh, I was a paid Twitch streamer even though I didn't make a cent from it. I was making $150 a day. I have a career. You're unsuccessful. I'm really successful. A delusional little moron in his grandma's attic playing with a new toy he just got so he wouldn't have a temper tantrum again.
You sit there and you run your mouth all damn day. That's all you do. And what I find funny is that, like, you actually think that people believe the lies that you spew, but the real ones know, Dale. The real ones fucking know.
Sorry, two from Dr. Rock. Chance has gone full Christian. Homeless saga, please. Yeah, very, very soon. I mean, it's coming at this point. He is melting down. He is crashing out harder than he's ever crashed out before. I mean, it's coming.
But, like I said, Dalen.
I think, and I discussed this last night, I think he saw something about like an insurance policy for like $5,000 to cover, final expenses, and he just assumes he's gonna get it all when Sally passes. That in the minivan, he just thinks he's gonna be set for life. He's gonna be set for life with this very, very minimal amount of money that he's not even gonna get it. He's not gonna get it anyways, but even if he got it, wouldn't do anything to change his life.
Think that you're this badass person, but really you're not. I mean, you are the one that treated me like a kid, even though I'm a full grown adult.
Yeah, a full-grown adult whose mommy, grandmommy, whatever, just had to buy him a new toy, a little video game thing, to stop him melting down. Because he's a little toddler who throws temper tantrums when people say things he doesn't like, such as his grandmother needs help dealing with him. Clearly she doesn't need help dealing with him. She can just buy the overgrown toddler new toys and he stops melting down. That family is clearly functional and perfect. Why would anyone want to get APS involved?
That had a job at the time when you started talking shit about me. you still proceeded to treat me like a kid. Even though I was making more money than you would ever see in your fucking life. More money than you've ever made in a single week.
There you go. You see, more money than she's ever made in her life. Somehow she bought a house. But Cyraxx, the man who's not made a red cent from any of his music by his own words, that made $112 on Twitch 1 month and didn't get paid out. He'll change it. He'll say, I made $150 a day for 1 month on Twitch. Even so, he didn't get paid out, but he didn't make that. He made $112. But he made more money than this woman made in her entire life. But he had to get his grandma to go buy him a $20 handheld from the gas station because all his shit is broke and he's penniless. But he's actually going to sit here and try to flex on his own sister from his grandma's attic. He's not delusional and ridiculous at all.
Wait. But thanks to your little friends.
Yep. Sorry, we have 5 from Ian. His videos are so filled with hypocrisies, it sounds like a troll wrote him a script. Usually a troll did write him a script. For this shit.
I lost that job. So yeah, you can thank your little fucking friends for that. Because they did cost me my job with Twitch, where I was making $150 a day. So yeah, you can thank your little friends for that one, Dalen.
And I also love how his dream job on Twitch was making $150 a day, which is not like amazing. I mean, it's really not amazing. A real professional can make $150 a day very easily over 8 hours. That is less than $20 an hour. But he thinks that's killing it. That is absolutely killing it. As a professional, he's become a celebrity. He's going to buy Lamborghinis, sports cars, more money than this woman has ever made in her life. Less than $20 an hour.
You can definitely thank them for costing me my fucking job.
Sorry, we have a super chat here. 2 from Gracie Programmer. If you never received the money, you never made it. That is very true. If it's just fantasy money, it never existed.
And it is funny, Dale. You act like your friends are holy saints and they're good guys. No, they're not. They're evil. They're scumbags. They're pieces of shit that don't deserve to be on the internet. Kind of like you.
Yeah, it was $112 total over the entire month, and he never got paid out because he got banned because he can't control his mouth. But that was him. That was the height. I mean, and let's say that he actually made that money. You know, he didn't get banned and lose it all. That was the height. The height of Cyraxx's career was making $112 in 1 month on Twitch. That was the best he's ever done in his entire life. And he's trying to scrape that $112, $3 a day. He's trying to scrape that back, just desperately. He is desperate for that little, tiny amount of money, $3 a day. For $3 a day, you can support this delusional little goblin in Akron, Ohio. We have 2 from Operator Bill W. By the way, it was $112 in 5 weeks. Yes, that's exactly what I just said. Thank you for that, yes.
You don't deserve to be on the internet either. Not after what you fucking said. And trust me, I have the transcript from that whole interview. And trust me, I read through it, and everything you said about me was a fucking lie. Every single thing you said about me and about Mom was a fucking lie. Every last bit of it.
And since Cyraxx is a known liar in literally everything that comes out of his mouth, that means if he says something is a lie, it means it's the truth and he doesn't want anyone to believe it. 100%, 1,000%, 1,000,000% of the time. When Cyraxx just straight up says something is a lie, it means he knows it's true and he wants you to believe it's not true. I'm sorry, 5 from Peanut Mama. Rax is the result of overspoiling and coddling a child. You can tell Sally rarely, if ever, told Rax no to things. He thinks he's a gift to the world. Yes, Sally has been telling him for 34 years that he's a special little boy, and that's why he doesn't understand why the world is not showering love and respect and money on him, because he's a special little boy. And Sally has told him over and over. He doesn't understand why no one believes it. Yep.
You know, there's things that go on in my family that...
Yes, he's very, very special.
Like I say, you're not family to us anymore. You're not allowed around here.
He's so special, they made him go to a special education class.
Mom's already made that very clear. Ed's already made that clear. And I've definitely, for damn sure, made that very clear. And all three of us are in agreement that if you show up here...
Yeah. So basically, what he's saying is that Sally has not said that she doesn't want to talk to Dale anymore. She hasn't said that Dale is no longer allowed at the house. Cyraxx screamed, and he told everyone that he doesn't want her there anymore. And Sally just didn't really fight him. She told him, go back up to your room. And he decided that means that Sally doesn't want to talk to her anymore. And now he can order Dale not to talk to her own mother anymore, and he thinks that everyone's just gonna listen to him if he just says it, like he always does. If he just says things, people are gonna listen, no matter how stupid, delusional, or ridiculous they are.
So this...
Oh, sorry, we have a 2 from my donate to bottoms. Oh, God.
Oh, God.
And 2 from the Bassmaster. Thanks a lot, Nylet, for feeding his delusions. Yeah, again, this is why you don't even ever try to help him. Even if you think you're doing something good. Even if you're just trying for laughs. He'll cling on to the stupid shit for years and be like, I used to be famous on Twitch. Till, like, you know, it'll be like 2070. He'll be shaking his fucking cane going, I used to be famous on Twitch. I was the most famous Twitch streamer ever. I was making $150,000 a day.
This is your fair warning, Dalen. And this ain't just coming from me. This is coming from Mom and Ed as well. You show up around here. And to Michael, just so you know, dude, I didn't run upstairs, dude. I literally ran back upstairs because I was doing something.
Yeah, there you go. Sorry. I didn't run upstairs to hide from my aunt. I just ran upstairs because there was other stuff going on up there. I'm not afraid of my aunt. I'm not afraid of a woman. I just ran upstairs for other reasons. You're terrified of another woman, so you're trying to bolster and pretend to be tough online, hoping you can keep her away from your family, hoping you can keep her out of Sally's ear, hoping that no one's going to deal with the mess that is Cyraxx if you can just bolster and tell her she's not allowed around the house anymore, and she'll just believe you. You're scared to death that you've caused more problems that you can handle, and now you're just trying to kick her out of your family and your life so you don't have to deal with the problems you've caused.
I ran downstairs to grab something to drink. And then I came back upstairs and Dalen just happened to be there.
Yep, 2 from Isaiah. Better play Gothy Boy. Well, you know, once.
Or what? Everyone farts. Everyone shits. Oh my god. If you were so fucking juvenile, I'd be like, you burning. I heard it.
What the fuck is going on? Oh god.
Okay, you get 1. You get 1. Not doing that again.
Big fucking whoop. I went downstairs to grab something to drink. What they fucking do? But, like I said, Dale, I'm not even gonna give your ass the time of day. Alright, cause your ass ain't even worth the shit on the bottom of my fucking boots.
Yeah, she's not worth the time of day as he makes his 3rd stream whining about her because he's so scared that she's going to tell his grandmommy to go get some state help to deal with the problem that is him. He's totally the one who's just going to convince the world that he's killing it as he makes 0 money, as he causes fights with everyone in his family, as he makes everyone around him miserable. As the only way to shut him up is to give him a new toy He's totally convinced the world that he doesn't need APS involved.
Like, you're not worth the effort. You're not worth destroying. I mean, I could do it if I actually wanted to, but you're not worth it. I'm gonna go about my business and do my shit. Because you know how the old saying goes, Dalen.
And that is what Cyraxx does when he basically lost and he realizes his little freakouts, his temper tantrums are not going to help him get his way. It's not going to change anything. He just tries to pretend to be smug, and I'm famous and successful, and I can't, if you don't listen to me, I can't help you. I'm just going to sit here and do my music, and if you don't want to be a part of my fame, well, that's your problem, not mine. And he hopes that with his delusions, the entire world will just believe it and not only move on from the fact that he's a terrible little monster, but make him famous, because he really, really wants to be famous, guys.
Best form of revenge is success. And that's what I'm slowly on my way to, is success. Now, whether your friends want to admit it,
Wait, hold on. 2 from Hostile, who's mixed Oh God with Rack Scream after. Oh, well, I mean, I can't remix it live, but I'll take that into consideration. Thank you for that.
or not, or whether you want to admit it or not, that's on you. But you don't have to admit it to yourselves. Hell, you ain't even got to admit it to me. You ain't got to admit it to nobody, really. But just know that you ain't shit.
It's slow moving. It's almost like his success is moving backwards, and he's regressing, and he's worse off now than he was even 6 months ago, worse than a year ago. It's almost like his life it's like his success is moving so slowly, he's regressing every day. Crazy, right?
You ain't ever gonna be shit. And me and Mom and Ed, we do not want you around here anymore. Mom's not gonna speak to you. She wants nothing to do with you. You completely fucking stabbed her in the...
Actually, I would disagree. I would say he peaked at 14, entering high school. And that was the peak of his life, and that's why he hasn't changed since that day. I would say like 14, 13 and a half, 14.
back when you bashed on her and called her a liar. And then you proceed to run your fucking cocksucker about me. Which, hey, I could give less of a fuck if you talk shit about me, because...
Yeah, this whole thing is because she had the gall to say you need help from APS. And you freaked out, you screamed, you almost cried. I mean, you literally almost cried. And then you have to do your stupid little bullshit because your ego won't even let you accept the fact that you freaked out. So you have to sit there and pretend to be the big mature man and go, well, yeah, you can say stuff about me. You can't hurt my feelings. But, I gotta stick up for my family. You can't say this stuff about my family. No one said anything about your family. They said, you need fucking help, Cyraxx.
I could just take all that bullshit that you throw my way, turn it into fuel for my success. Not hard to do.
It's true.
But you really think I'm gonna let you get away with bashing on my mom? No, I'm not. Because even though Mom won't say it right away, and I know she's having trouble letting go, and that's understandable, but...
Yeah, there you go. Even though my mom won't say it right away. So basically he's trying to speak for and read into what he assumes Sally would say, which is clearly Sally doesn't want to talk to her own daughter anymore because of the way Rax is acting. So, clearly Sally hasn't said any of this. He's just trying to speak for her and trying to hope to get ahead of everything and just kick this woman out of his family so he can continue to live in his little delusional attic and play his games and not think about the fact that he's ruining everyone's life and his own just very quickly.
You're not a daughter to her anymore.
Wow.
She's disowned you.
Yeah, he can't help. He has to say everything horrible he can think of. He has to say to his own aunt that you're not even a daughter to her anymore, because he can't help but say horrible things. Just try to convince people to stay away and let him continue to live in his world of delusion, guys.
Because you're a piece of shit human being. We want nothing to do with you, Dalen. And I mean absolutely nothing to do with you. You are not allowed over here. At all. You are not allowed to contact us. You are not allowed to be over here. Because you are not welcome around here, Dalen. And you never will be welcome around us ever again.
Yeah, like literally, he is like a bratty child who considers his mother one of his toys, and he can say, well, you've upset me, so you can't play with my mother anymore, despite the fact that this woman is, it's not even his mother, and it actually is Dale's mother. But he thinks, like a bratty child, he can just take his toys away from people he doesn't like, and they're not allowed to play with it. It's just selfish, immature, disgusting, horrible behavior.
So do not contact me. Do not...
I'm sorry, 2 from Isaiah. Will you be Baron's butt? Will you shut up, Isaiah?
Contact Mom. Matter of fact, do not contact any of our family. Because none of us wants anything to do with you after what you did. You proceed to stab Mom in the back and call her a liar. Saying that she's lying and that she's covering shit up. No, she's not. You dumb bitch. And then you proceed to bash on me and run your little dick sucker about me.
The only time anyone calls Sally a liar is when they try to call out her stupid lies trying to protect you. The only time anyone cares about Sally's lies is when she says they're trying to protect you and say, oh, you're not a problem. You're not a monster. You're not making everybody miserable. We're all fine. Oh no, Sally's toe was broken because she dropped something on it. Not because of the giant fight that we heard. It just happened to happen the exact same night at the exact same time. The only reason why anyone calls her a liar is because she's protecting you. And then you turn around and go, how dare you call my mommy a liar? How dare you put your mommy in a position where she needs to lie to protect you over and over in your 30s?
For an hour and a half or whatever. Which, to be honest, I kind of laughed at the whole thing, honestly. I really did. I laughed at you trying to make fun of me. I really did. I actually laughed at it. It was funny to me. Like, I actually got a good laugh out of it. Because everything you say is such fucking bullshit. But like I said, Dylan, you think you're doing something that you're clearly not doing. You think that your friends are going to magically stop me. You think that you're somehow or other going to get me locked up in jail. Well, here's a spoiler for you, Dylan. I'm not going to jail.
Cyraxx, APS isn't gonna, well, they might take you to jail depending on what happens, but the point of APS is not to take you to jail. It's to get you cared for, to get you handlers, people who can handle you, because Sally cannot handle you. You need professionals who can wrangle you and stop you from melting down and having fights with everyone around you, to put you in a room without a computer so you can't have meltdowns because of the internet. I mean, you probably should be locked up. But APS isn't just to lock you up. They're to help everyone and make the situation manageable. And your only response to that is, I don't want that. I want to play games and make everybody's life miserable.
Ever. I mean, you might think that you're going to get me put in jail, but you're not. You're really not going to have me put in jail. Because I'm smarter than you on every level. I am far more intelligent than you will ever be, Dalen.
Yeah, it says the little man who took 9 years to fail out of high school, who did nothing with his life, who's never had a career. He's so much smarter than the woman who moved out of her mom's house, got a job, supported herself for 20, 30 years. I don't know how old she is, whatever. Supported herself and doesn't have to depend on her mommy to buy her game consoles and make her dinner every night. I'm sure Cyraxx, a little moron who can't even feed himself, is so much smarter than her.
You see, while you waste your time on IMVU, talking to your little fake-ass friends, using your fake-ass avatars, and pretending to make money that you're not making, I'm actually out here putting in hard-ass work, doing my shit.
Pretending to make money that you're not making. All you are is a fake, fraud, useless, delusional moron sitting there ruining everybody's life, not contributing a fucking thing. You can't even feed yourself. I can't get over how ridiculous it is at a 34-year-old man who can't even feed himself. You've never made yourself a plate of food in the entire time you've been streaming online for 10 years. That is so ridiculous. The one time you had to feed yourself, you got a can of condensed soup and you couldn't even heat it up because you didn't know how, so you just ate it right out of the can. That is how absolutely pathetic of a human being you are. And you're sitting here trying to be I'm smarter and more successful than you when you can't even feed yourself.
Trying to rebuild everything for myself so I can start making.
Sorry, we have two from Isaiah. Steve wants to swim with the bros on 626. Yes, thank you, Isaiah. You're hilarious. Oh, we have five from Club Doom. Sorry. These agencies exist specifically to prevent and manage situations like this. Swag like Ohio, I guess. Yeah. I mean, they're just step in when the situation becomes this situation, and Cyraxx is sitting here going how dare you get people involved? It's ridiculous.
Getting that 150 a day again.
Oh yeah, make 150 a day again.
While you're sitting here wasting your time on IMVU, which is literally a playground. While you're wasting your time on the playground known as IMVU.
What is this IMDU, whatever thing he's talking about? I don't even know. But he's sitting here acting like someone else trying to make money online is ridiculous and they're wasting their time. But Cyraxx, the man who's been trying to do it for 10 to 15 years and hasn't made a cent from it, is totally not wasting his time. He's just right on the cusp of success. And he can totally talk down to everybody who is making any money from it because he's totally about to make more than you're making. He's not ridiculous and delusional and totally the problem in that house.
I'm over here busting my goddamn ass, putting in real fucking work.
Okay.
Work.
Do you even make money from it? Is there even the promise that you can make money from it? Or is it just a video game she plays because she enjoys playing it? And he's because she's doing something online, she must be trying to make money from it because the only thing he can think anyone would do online would be trying to make money because that's the only thing he does with his time is try to unsuccessfully make money. Is that what's going on? Is this kind of what's going on?
Working on music. Working on artwork, collaborating with fellow music artists I'm super tight with, collaborating with other artists.
There we go. Two from Kill Cali. IMVU is Second Life. Okay, so yeah, she's just playing a game, and Cyraxx assumes because the only thing he can think to try to do with his life is make money online. If someone else is doing anything online, they must be trying to make money, and if they're not, they're unsuccessful, and he can talk down to them.
That, are good fucking people. Hell, I'm on my way to having a legitimate fucking record deal thanks to a good friend of mine. Hooking me up with a fucking label from the UK. Which, to the homie that did hook me up with that, man, I appreciate you for that, man. I 110% appreciate that. So, Dale, while you're sitting here running your mouth, doing all this dumb shit, I'm gonna be over here making money and living my life. Being successful. Something you will never be. Something you have never been. Like I said, Dylan, I'm on the way to success. You're on the way to failure.
Again, he like just bricked all his gaming consoles. His PC is bricked. 2 PCs are bricked. He's got a Chromebook and a shitty handheld gaming emulator. But he's on his way to success. Because the only way he can prop up his delusions and try to convince both himself and by extension Sally. Because once he convinces himself, he's convinced himself that he convinced Sally. He's just a whole other fucking mess of psychological issues. But once he can convince himself he's successful, then he doesn't have to worry about any family issues, any problems about getting a job, anything in the world. All he has to do is sit there and be successful on the internet, and he's good to go. And everything else will just go away, and he can stick his head in the sand and play his stupid music on YouTube.
And if you think I'm blowing smoke up your ass, watch what happens in the next few months. Watch how quick I blow up.
Oh, sorry, we have 2 from Isaiah. Yeah, I'm bored now. Back to Perry's Chili Coco. Would you? I don't care. I hate you.
Watch how quick I get my shit back, and I end up blowing up.
Yeah. What did he convince himself that he can convince Sally to buy him new toys, new computers and shit? Or maybe she told him she would if he would just shut up. Maybe she told him she would buy him new computers and new gaming systems if he would just shut up about this APS stuff. If he would just stop melting down and making her miserable again. It's been damn near 6 days that he's been making her miserable, and she can't stand it anymore. She'll just buy it. Probably. And now he thinks that's it. He's gonna get his new toys, and he's gonna be a success on YouTube, and he can just talk down to anybody he wants and make everybody miserable again.
Because that's the difference between me and you, Dalen. You're all talk and no action. You're all bark and no bite. You walk the walk, but you can't really talk the talk. Or walk the walk at the same time.
I like how he says stuff without thinking about it first. He just says something really stupid. You walk the walk, but you can't talk the talk. Okay, isn't that backwards, Cyraxx? And you go, oh yeah, but you also don't walk the walk at the same time as you talk to. So I'm trying to say it in a really weird, convoluted way because I'm an idiot who can't think before I talk. And rather than just correcting myself, I gotta just say it weird and awkward.
You only talk the talk, but you don't walk the walk and talk the talk. Me, I do both with my mother.
Yeah, not weird and awkward at all. 2 from Gory Dreams. Have trolls tried calling APS before? Any result? Yes and no result, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they don't even listen unless you know the family, like personally, and you have specific information. I'm pretty sure people have called and they just don't care. Ohio is not a good state. If you haven't figured it out, Ohio is not the best state in America.
The fucking eyes closed. And quite frankly, I'm actually quite good at it. Yo, what up, Greg? How you doing, brother, man? What's good, bro? How you doing, man? What's up? Hell, even my boy Greg here can tell you that I both talk the talk and I walk the walk when it comes to doing shit that I need to do and get done.
Yeah, there it is. Cyraxx needs to prove to his own family, using an internet stranger that he's been talking to online for like a week and a half, that he's totally successful in music, and he's not the problem in that house, despite the obvious meltdowns we've been watching over the past week, making everyone miserable, making literally everyone in that house miserable. He's successful on YouTube, and this guy who no one knows, that he doesn't even know, that he just started talking to last week, can totally back that up, and that's how you know this is real and not delusional.
This man has watched me pretty much since day one. Do good for myself.
It does? Really?
This man has watched me go from nothing to making money and go back down again. This man has watched me go to my highest peak and then watch everything get ripped out from under me. But the one thing this man has never seen me do is give up. This man is...
The one thing he's never seen you do is make any money, Cyraxx, because you've never made any money. You can sit here and lie and pretend and throw out bullshit figures about $150 a day. You've never made any money. Where's that money? What did you spend it on? Where did it go? You didn't make any money. You can sit here and be delusional and pretend and play your pretend games, but as long as it's pretend, it amounts to a heap of shit.
always watched me continue to fight. So yes, I do. My boy Greg here is a living testament to that. And by the way, Greg, shout out to you for that, brother. Shout out for you for always having my back, man. Definitely appreciate it, dog. My boy Greg here has watched me go from literally like double-digit subscribers to fucking triple and quadruple digit subscribers.
Oh my god. Why are you not world famous? You had 1,000 subscribers on YouTube once? That's something almost anybody can do. It's something that people who review chips from 7-Eleven can do. It's amazing that Cyraxx could do that. Why doesn't the world recognize him as the most famous, talented YouTuber ever? He went from double to triple to quadruple digits? You mean he hit 1,000? There was 1,000 people in a world of 8 billion people who would click a button on YouTube for Cyraxx? Why doesn't the world recognize the genius that is Cyraxx and just leave him alone and let him make music and shower money on him? Was that a little overboard?
Hell yeah, dude. Get it, man. What y'all about to play, homie? What y'all about to play, bro? But Dale, like I told you, I got receipts.
Two from David Kendrick. Unfortunately, 999 of those were fleas. Yeah, that are bed bugs, most likely. Yeah.
For everything that I do, I've got all kinds of proof everywhere. But when it comes to you, Dalen, you have no proof about anything.
Alright, well that's where it ends. Then he kind of just like watches YouTube with his little Facebook hug group for a while. And it wasn't really anything interesting, so we're not going to watch that. But that is the third Cyraxx sister call out of this very, very sad arc, where he's just making everyone miserable and just trying to prove to the world that if they just let him play his stupid video games and music and buy him new toys to do so, then he'll stop making everyone miserable and be successful. And he really, really thinks that if they do it, it's all gonna work out for the best, guys. It's not delusions. It's all a plan from Cyraxx. But that's all I got for this one, guys. I appreciate you coming by as always. I will catch you guys at the next one. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.